all shop online, but can online shopping be made more secure? Good question, right? Our next guest has a device that does just that. The CEO of UQontrol is Christopher Moss. Christopher, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
Dave, thank you so much. I enjoy being here with you.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you. You've got something called Qkey.
Correct.
Tell us about that, and then we'll get into how it helps us with online shopping especially.
Excellent. Most security today has been security as a service being done on the back side. So we obviously have a real inherent problem because normally we have security as a product, such as keys and cards. As you look at the new cards, you see these chip cards. Well, these chip cards allow bank card transactions to occur more securely. We took that same chip and put it on a key, much like you use a key to travel in the natural world.
Sure.
We use a key to travel in the digital world using the security element that is used on the bank card system. We're the first company in the world to be able to use it, but it's beyond just security of the payment. It's actually logging into your web accounts. With security moving up to expected to be $2.1 trillion, $2.1 trillion. And
Either way, it's a lot.
There's a lot of money.
Yes, when you're talking trillions,
it's
a difference.
one of the fastest growing industries in the world, and you're the product now.
Yeah. And you may be the product in a not so good way.
Not in a not so good way for sure.
Yeah. So what I'm holding, and those of you that are seeing the video right now, is a USB device, like a flash device with a nice Q on it. And what happens when we then insert this into our computer? I'm assuming. Oh, okay. And comparing it to I don't know if this is somebody's real card.
It is a real card.
I'm hiding your credit card number. But yeah, very, very similar to the chip. Well, it is.
It's the
the
same chip
on the card.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So now what you're able to do
I
is...
will keep your card, though, and do a little shopping later,
I
if you
hope
don't
so.
mind.
Buy something for me while you're out there.
Right. So now, walk us through how we would use it for online shopping at this point.
What we were able to do is take this chip and make it work inside a USB port.
Okay.
So effectively, we insert it into the USB port, and what we did
Plugging it into your laptop. I'm just describing for those listening on the radio at the moment. Ooh, and the Q even lights up. I'm impressed.
You're right.
And okay, up comes your name and a keyboard.
A new browser. So what we did is, one of the big breach points is the browser that's on your computer. Well, what we did is took the browser off and created a mobile experience much like your phone. It's the last consumer-facing device. You have the PC, you have your PC tablets and your phones. The PC has yet to move to this form. So if you look here, we go in and put in a password, and as you can see, I use a touchscreen. You can use a cursor if you like, but you can see, just like an ATM, I entered the wrong number. So I'm going to go ahead and
You do that a lot at ATMs?
I do it a lot. And as you look now, I'm logging into a new browser.
And what's happening is it's like a safety deposit box that's opening in terms of the animation, and now you're in, I guess, a Q browser.
Right, exactly. So if I'm going to go to my travel sites, as you can see here, I have all my lists. It takes me a few minutes to set up my list of all my favorite sites.
Oh, okay.
I can add or use our list of over 1,000
Yeah,
groups.
So now you're hitting airlines, hotels, auto rental, all sorts of things. And, of course, everything one would imagine and things I've never even heard of are also there. So you're doing some digging and providing good stuff.
Do the same thing at your retail sites. Do them at your bank accounts. So if I want to go in, just to give you a quick example, let's say I want to go to hotels.com. I log into hotels.com, and it takes a little slower here at the Consumer Electronics Show. We have a lot of Wi-Fi fog here. But as it launches up, you shop like you always do. But when it comes time to pay, your wallet comes down, and you choose the number of what card you might want to pay with.
Hiding that again for you.
And the same thing with shipping. If I want to go ship something to my mom or my son, I could actually do a shipping.
Oh, okay.
And so the whole game is, how do you take the computer off this connected grid? Your PC, your browser, ISP, and server is a single system, and all there are digital firewalls. We now created a physical firewall, just like the natural world of keys and cards.
So without the Qkey, which is in your possession, you're not able to buy these things or book these hotels or whatever, any retail store, and start shopping, because I have that security of the Qkey.
Just like you have your credit card, I have to have my credit card to go buy a Starbucks.
Right.
We brought the natural world online, and security is based on having separation. The internet and the digital world has no separation.
Yeah.
It's all in one place. And you also can do things like store data. Oh, I just had a little glitch here. My apologies.
You just erased your data. No. But now we got to put in a password. But that's good, though, because what it shows is if you do make a mistake, it's still protecting you.
Exactly.
It's like, you better log in again because we didn't get it that way. While you're logging in, let me ask, what happens if this Qkey gets stolen or you misplace it? Or
Great question. That's 3 questions in one. So what happens is, you just saw how I put my password in. I can't make a mistake. So if you get my key, you have to decide
That's
what
true.
my password.
I still need your password.
Just like my 4-digit PIN number.
Right.
It's self-protecting, so you do your own settings. How many times can I enter the password before it locks down? How long do you want it to lock down for? We have pre-settings on this. If it is stolen, what happens next is you just ask for a new key to be sent, and we'll send you a new key just like a credit card.
Oh, okay.
I come out of the bank card industry. What we did is took the bank card.
So you get the big picture.
Absolutely. The same way the bank card industry we've all become familiar with secures your data. We're doing that online, but not just for your bank card, for your web accounts as well. Because all it is a mechanism, a process to create security.
Sure.
Right now, the process is being used online as what we call virtual security or a virtual process, but it's all in their hands. Traditional security sits in our hands.
Yeah.
And so that's how we are doing. We're bringing the digital world into the 21st century.
Now, works great on a computer because we've got a USB port.
Yes.
How do we or can we utilize Qkey in some fashion if we're on our phone, which a whole lot of us are doing these days?
Great question. What we do is you can download the app onto the phone, and when it comes down to pay, your wallet comes down and you take the key and tap it to your phone, and it makes a payment.
Okay.
So the point
so you
being,
need NFC then, right?
We have
field communication.
Exactly. On your phone, you have NFC or Bluetooth.
Well, I do because I have an Android, but
yeah, I know. Well, actually, Apple does too, but they don't. They haven't got it opened up yet.
Right. One day.
We use Bluetooth for that.
Oh, okay.
So in
so
either
you
case,
can have so you've got iPhone covered with Bluetooth and Android covered with NFC and or Bluetooth, depending, right?
It's called out-of-band authentication. It doesn't sit inside the device. Therefore, your payment card data or your credentials, your passwords don't sit inside the device.
Okay, good.
It sits inside the key.
Ah, love it. Is this available now?
It's coming out this quarter. Just one last thing. You can also store data, things like
we were headed there
deal.
before.
You could have legal documents, words, deeds, things that you don't have to put in the cloud. The cloud is nothing more than somebody else's computer. There's no cloud.
It's true.
You're just putting your data.
Sometimes it's a dark cloud.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and put my wallet in your pocket?
Yeah. There's the cloud, and I've got all of his cash and his credit cards now. That's about as secure as the cloud is. So, yeah.
And so you can store pictures, you can store videos, you can store
how much storage, or do you have varying pricing programs?
16 gigs. Will be moving up to 64 gigs. So you can store a lot of that real important information you want to keep private.
And how much is the Qkey?
$129.95.
Okay, and that comes with everything that you've talked about, the ability to use this browser and storage.
Everything.
The whole bit. And I would see that no doubt with the popularity, you're going to increase storage at some point too.
Exactly.
Because more and more people.
We've had people coming over saying, let's put a terabyte in there.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now you get my attention. So I love that. You want more information, visit Qkey.com. And of course, we'll link you there when you hit us up at intotomorrow.com. Christopher, you're a delight to chat with. I'm glad that there's a product like this available because we don't go a week's show without talking about more and more and more security.
Even Trump's talking about it.
Yeah, rightly so. So it's important to know that there's a unique thing here that will help us control much better our security, and especially for online shopping and everything else. I mean, if we're spending money, if we're storing important things, if medical information.
They're writing a health app right now. It's an app delivery system for secured frameworks, so VPNs and carrying on your personal health information can also be on the key.
Love it. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck here at CES.
Dave, thank you so much for the time.
My pleasure. Intotomorrow.com. We're back with more from Las Vegas. I'm Dave Bravelein on the Advanced Media Network.